Hello, ghost hunters! The spirit box has seen a lot of changes over the last year. Let's take a look at how it works now. The spirit box is one of the most changed items from the game's earliest release. Before we go over the changes with the spirit box, let's talk about how to use it. First, the spirit box only works when the lights are off. This does not mean you need to turn off flashlights or other light-emitting equipment, but the overhead lights or any lamps inside your location will need to be turned off before it will work. Second, players must be in the room or area the ghost is haunting or be near the ghost itself. Third, some ghosts prefer players to be alone. So if you're not getting a response on the spirit box, make sure you ask when no one is around. And finally, the spirit box works best if the game can hear your questions. Phasmophobia has been plagued with mic and sound issues since its release. The spirit box has always been the best way to test that your game can indeed hear you. When asking a recognized question like, "Where are you?" the spirit box will respond with one of two options if your mic is working. If it heard you but did not receive a response from the ghost, this X will appear on the screen. If it heard you and the ghost responds, the ghost icon will appear. Keep in mind, these are not instant responses and sometimes take a couple of seconds. Because the spirit box gives a visual response that your mic is working, this tool is useful in ways other than finding the ghost. When in doubt, I have often used the spirit box to check that the game can still hear me. If your game typically can hear you but suddenly stops, the easiest way to fix this is to tab out of the game and then click on the Phasmophobia icon on your taskbar. In the earlier version of the spirit box, which I covered in a video here, the spirit box responded with one word, which would appear on the screen. Since these responses were robotic sounding, with the update that changed the physical appearance of the spirit box, the display stopped showing the one-word responses from the ghost. Unfortunately, the nothing detected was also lost with this change. However, this change brought us much creepier interactions with the ghost, and they respond now in their own voices. Most responses are still one word, although sometimes a longer response can be received. The spirit box recognizes most questions. Because of this, you can ask almost anything, serious or not, and get a response.
Are you a potato?
Old.
Are you an old potato?
Old.
There are a variety of questions that can be asked and recognized by the spirit box, and a variety of responses from the ghost, although the responses are much more limited than the questions. The spirit box is found in 8 of the 20 ghost types. Due to the nature of some ghosts, using this device to find the area the ghost is haunting may not be advised. While you may get a response if you are split off from your group during the early phases of your ghost hunt, it's easier to find the ghost room with other devices and then check for the spirit box responses. However, if playing in VR, I would recommend always taking the spirit box on your first walk through the location. Because of the tool belt that VR players utilize in Phasmophobia, players can turn on tools and then place them on their belt. This means a player in VR could essentially equip the spirit box and the EMF on their tool belt while using an additional tool in one or both hands. While I never recommend that VR players put items in both hands as it prevents them from opening doors without first dropping an item, I do like the added ability of having an item in their inventory that is on while they are using other tools in their hands. When playing solo games of Phasmophobia, I typically bring the EMF and the spirit box. This way, I can get a couple of quick questions out after finding the room with the EMF. For me, it is definitely one of my more favorite tools. Do you use the spirit box to find the ghost room? Do you like the changes that have come to the spirit box over the past year? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and as always, happy hunting.